people, in my country, in 1980, finally they said, our children are worth fighting for. And they did it, and they took it to the streets, and they paralyzed the entire system. Yes, thousands were arrested. Yes, people were tortured and beaten. Yes. There is a price attached to freedom. How do you think the Second War ended? Millions had to die. How do you think the First War ended? Millions had to die. And that's the price that we have to be willing to pay if our children are going to have a free and democratic society.
That's right.
This is our time. For 2 years we have been dancing polka with them. For 2 years we have been trying our best to reason with the villains. But I know villains. See, bully will never stop bullying. He will keep stealing from you all the time. They have big appetites, those greedy dogs. You have power now. Don't give it away.
I agree.
The eyes of the world again are here on this little border. And the world is watching you. Will you give in? Will you stop fighting? Will you stop defending the rights of the free Canadians?
No.
And now you have some, for whatever reason, just before we are going to get our freedom, are telling you give up. Right before thousands of people that are willing to come to support you, now you're going to abandon them. What are you going to say? Oh, we've changed our plans?
No.
What are you going to say to those today and yesterday?
No.
Every single minute I got thousands of messages. Thousands. I mean, this thing never stops. People saying we're coming to courts. Yeah. We're coming to the Milk River. We're coming to support. We're bringing it. What do you need? What do they need? We're coming. Thousands upon thousands of people are coming. They don't have enough RCMP officers to deal with that.
That's right.
They don't have enough army to deal with that. Remember, you have the power now. Do not give it away just because it feels right. And yes, some of you might be arrested. Yes, some of you might pay the price. I'm not going to kid you that it's pleasant and beautiful on concrete in jail facing the biggest guns in the country. It's not. They don't treat us well over there, especially when you're a pastor. 3 days on concrete and 2 nights. Every half hour they banged on my door. They did not allow me to sleep for 3 days and 2 nights. They roughed me up. They stripped naked me. They put chain on my leg. And yet I'm still here with you.
Yes.
Those people don't play fair. They're coming here with their badges and they're telling you that they represent the law. No, they represent lawlessness. They are gangsters for the biggest mafia that there is, Kenny's Mafia. And it's up to you now, for the first time in 2 years, to rise up, to stand up, and to hold the fort. And if this is our Alamo, so be it. And if you don't want to be here, no one is stopping you. You can take your car or your truck and you can go. There is a huge rally in Calgary. There is a huge rally in Edmonton. You can join them. No one will think of you as a coward. Everyone has to face the giants of the land. But I'm telling you, there is this huge opportunity right now that we have been given. God has given us this moment in history. Why? Because international media are watching you right now. That's power.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're watching you.
During 1980, there was an order to shoot the protesters, to kill them. But because of the American media, they backed away from doing this because they knew the whole world will see what is happening in Gdańsk in 1980. Right now, the whole eyes of the entire world are fixed on this little place.
That's right.
And you can do the right thing, or you can pack and honk around Parliament, legislature, fine. But I'm telling you, they're honking around Parliament right now for a week.
Yeah.
How long are we going to be honking? For a month? For 2? They're not really afraid of our honks. What they're afraid of is this. People coming together and paralyzing their system. Polish people did it the right way. They said, we shall not cooperate with the villains. We do not work for the KGB and Russians. We will not work for you anymore. They walked out of their jobs. Albertans, walk out of your jobs. In solidarity with the truckers, say to your employers, you're implementing those mandates. I will not give you my money and I will not work for you. If every man and every woman would do that, within a week, all the mandates will be gone. That's power. We have started something that they cannot stop, so they have to. They have to use psychological warfare, threats, or terror, fear, or arrest you. Well, here I am. I'm sure there's some spies here. You want to arrest me? I'm not hiding. Arrest me. And from jail I will be yelling and screaming the same message. Canadians, rise up, stand up. So that's what I have to say. In 1981, tens of thousands of Polish people were arrested. In 1981, they outlawed Solidarity movement. They said anyone that belongs to the movement will be arrested, and many were. My wife's mother wanted to escape the hell, the communistic hell, and she was caught. My wife was born in prison. I know what I'm talking about. I know because I lived through it. And I'm telling you, for the sake of your children, here is your opportunity to hold the fort. Do not break the line. Don't do it. And may God help us all, because we don't fight with guns and swords. We don't fight with tasers and the police vehicles. We don't. We just want to go back and work hard and achieve something and provide for our families. We just want to be left alone.
That's right.
But they're not leaving us alone. And they keep coming and coming with more and more and more, and this will never end. You thought when you get the first job it's going to end. I told you 2 years ago, they came for the pastors, be sure of it. They're going to come for you as well.
Yeah.
Look at us. We all are in this pickle together.
Yeah.
Do you see them stopping? Trudeau Castro has bought 12 jobs for every one of you. He has big plans, this boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we gotta break those plans. We have to stop them in the middle of them running. So be blessed. 82 came. It was hard. It was hard to see machine guns and check stops and military everywhere and tanks, and it was very hard. It was very hard. You couldn't go out. There was curfew. So many people arrested, so many people tortured, so many beaten. And yet, they held the line. They did that. And in 1989, the Iron Curtain got broken. And the Berlin Wall has fallen. And the eyes of the world was watching all of that. And solidarity has become a symbol of freedom and resistance. In 1989, Poland had the first free and democratic election after the Second War. We don't have elections anymore, friends. Don't kid yourself. You think we've elected our officials? They were appointed. We have no say in democracy anymore. We've lost democracy. Canada is not a democratic nation anymore. And if those 2 years didn't show you that, then you must be blind.
Exactly.
We need our country back. How are you going to get your country back? If you're not going to stand up, stand up.
Yeah.
And thousands are coming to help you.
That's right.
To stand up. Be blessed.
Amen.